Good evening and welcome. I am Amarachi Ubani. Tonight, Appeal Court sacks Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State, orders fresh election in all local governments within 90 days. Governor Emmanuel heads to Supreme Court to test Appeal Court judgment. Federal government issues security alert nationwide, warns of Boko Haram's plans to hit soft targets.
On business news tonight, overnight lending rates at the interbank money market steadies at 1%.
And on sports news tonight, Ivorian defender Steve Gahuri goes missing 6 days after attending his club's party in Germany.
NNPC confirms that there is no subsidy for the 2016 budget.
Begin tonight in Abuja, where the Appeal Court has nullified the Akwa Ibom State governorship election, which held on April 11, 2015, and ordered fresh elections within 90 days. The five-man panel cited cases of substantial non-compliance with the Electoral Act. In the meantime, Governor Udom Emmanuel heads to the Supreme Court to challenge the Appeal Court judgment as he seeks to validate his mandate. Our correspondent, Amaka Okafor, reports.
Almost 2 months after the Akwa Ibom State Governorship Election Tribunal nullified the governorship elections in 18 out of 31 local governments in Akwa Ibom State, the appellate court has set aside the judgment and nullified the entire election while ordering a fresh poll. The court said that the non-compliance with the Electoral Act 2010 by the Independent National Electoral Commission in the conduct of the election should have made the tribunal to nullify the entire elections in the state. According to Justice Oladotun Okoje, there was no dispute that the votes cast on the election day exceeded the number of accredited voters for the elections, and in the face of the malpractices, Governor Emmanuel Udom could not have been said to have scored majority of the lawful votes cast.
The people of Akwa Ibom State will be rejoicing and thanking God right now, and I believe that this judgment has strengthened our faith in democracy. It is a victory for democracy. It is a victory for the traumatized people of Akwa Ibom State. So we thank God.
Humbled by the judgment of the Court of Appeal, I give glory to God Almighty for intervening in the destiny of the people of Akwa Ibom State, for restoring their dignity and their right to choose who should lead them.
Reacting to the ruling, both the Attorney General of Akwa Ibom State and lawyers to the governor say the appeal will be tested at the Apex Court.
We have great reservations about certain aspects of their reasonings and conclusions. And let me also say at this time that the Court of Appeal is not the final court as far as election petition matters are concerned. And so we are entitled to the right of appeal to the Supreme Court. I will not hesitate to say that we intend to explore that right of appeal.
Well, for us, we believe that this affords the Supreme Court a very good opportunity to pronounce once and for all on this vexed issue of the card reader. The Constitution has given us the right to test issues like this on appeal, and that is exactly what we intend to do. The struggle continues.
For now, the two parties have to return to their trenches for the legal battle at the highest court in the land. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
Staying with legal matters, a federal high court in Abuja has granted bail to former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki and 4 others standing trial for alleged money laundering and criminal breach of trust. Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf granted bail to the accused persons on the sum of 250 million naira on the condition that they produce a surety each, who must be a serving or retired civil servant not lower than the rank of a director. The court says a civil servant must also show possession of property within the FCT worth the same amount.
The former National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, has been in the news since his removal by President Muhammadu Buhari. After his removal, he was charged first for unlawful possession of firearms and money laundering by the Department of State Services, and then stealing, criminal breach of trust, and illegal transfer of funds belonging to the federal government by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. On Monday, the 14th of December 2015, Nigerians woke up to media reports alleging that the statements made by the former National Security Advisor laid credence to the charges brought against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
The time has not come for him.
His lawyer, Mr. Ahmed Raji, confirmed that his client made a statement to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, but rejected some of the figures that were published in the media.
He made some statements to the EFCC, there's no doubt about that. But as to implicating anybody, I do not think so. He stated the truth as it is. The way and manner the charges were framed would not necessarily reveal what he said. He said these were transactions that he authorized. The time has not come for him to explain the nitty-gritty of those transactions. So I think I better leave it at that for now.
Although he did have some comments to make on the letters from the Central Bank to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission regarding the release of the funds.
The exact figures quoted or stated now being bandied by some newspapers, I cannot confirm. But what I'm trying to say is that yes, just like any other ministry, it's not a trading outfit. It's to use resources for specific purposes. The area of controversy is, were this money used for the right purposes?
Colonel Dasuki is standing trial in 3 separate suits involving money laundering, breach of public trust, and illegal transfer of money belonging to the federal government. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
To security now, the federal government has warned that Boko Haram terrorists who have been beaten and put on the run by the military are planning another sensational abduction of pupils, students and foreigners. This is in a desperate effort to raise funds through ransom for food, medical and arms supply. In a statement issued in Abuja, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said the planned abduction is in line with the terrorists' new modus operandi of focusing on soft targets, including motor parks, schools and entertainment centers. He assured Nigerians that the federal government will build on the successes recorded by the military, which has largely met the deadline to degrade the capability of Boko Haram. According to him, this is why we have decided to issue this alert to enable the authorities of both public primary and secondary schools in remote locations, particularly in the northern states, to upgrade security arrangements. It is also aimed at alerting the general public, operators of hotels and entertainment centers, motor parks and similar facilities to also upgrade their security arrangements for the holidays. Mixed reactions continue to trail the violence in Kaduna State between the army and members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria on Saturday. This time, a civil rights organization, Access to Justice, has called for an independent investigation into the matter. It is also condemning the role of the army and the Shiite sect members in the violence. The group has also rejected the investigation committee being headed by the State Commissioner of Police on the matter.
We have taken the position that it is unreasonable and, it is unreasonable to lose the number of lives that were lost in that incident. Those deaths were avoidable. You can say that maybe the members of that sect, maybe they were somewhat rough, maybe they were, hard-lined in their refusal to yield up space, but that's no justification. That's not enough reason to level them and kill them. We are calling for the federal government to institute a high-powered inquiry into what has happened.
The Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Ikunyi Owaji Ibani of the People's Democratic Party, has resigned. No reason has been given for his resignation, but he told reporters that in life there is time for everything. In the meantime, Honorable Adams Dabatorudima, representing Okrika constituency, has been elected as the new Speaker. In part 2 after the break, a review of the judicial sector in 2015. And our guest is legal practitioner Wale Ogwade. Please stay with us.